Well, Micky went out on penalties this time, last time round. It's great to be on the other side of it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but what I'm not concerned about, but miffed about, and this group of players will learn, because they got told at half-time, when you play for Tranmere, you have to fill the jersey well. You have to fill it well, and you have to fight, because the people who played before you created a reputation of a team that fights bare minimum. A lot of the times, even when I played in it, and I don't like talking about it, but even way back, we were always underdogs, but you'd never do us in and fight. You'd never do us in. You'd never outrun us. You'd never outfight us. And in that first half, it was too milky, too lame. But to be fair to the group of players, they got told at half time how we felt and how far away we were from what we are as a football club and what we represent. And they went out the second half and showed more of the qualities that's a bare minimum, a basic that's needed to play for Tranmere. Of course, there's moments that we need to improve in, and bits of quality and all the rest of it, and all of that. But the bare minimum to play for Tranmere is you've got to fight for these fans, you've got to fight for this football club, and you've got to fight to fill the jersey well, because there's a lot of people before you have fought very hard to do that for Tranmere. So that's what we've got to do, and we keep speaking about it. And that's what we've got to do. The support was fabulous, superb, drove us on. And they, to be fair, we have to understand that they demand that as a minimum. And they, obviously at half time, never seen what they deserve. And the second half would be a bit more. But any kind of encouragement that we give them to show more of what we are as a football club and as a team, they got right behind us and drove us on. And to come back from 2-0 down in any game and turn it around to 2-2 and then win the penalty shootout, you've got to give the lads a hell of a lot of credit. But they must do that from the start. We can't be waiting for a bit of abuse at half time to get us going. We have to turn up with that spirit and that understanding that that's how you've got to play if you play for Tranmere. So, big learning curve for a lot of them. It has been since the start of the season. There is a lot of young men in there and a lot of new players, if you like, to Tranmere and to the Football League. But they were told at half time they will learn, and they know what's required.
Changed the shape second half, and you passed the ball better as well. That was a factor too.
They just go on it and play them up to overloads, like I was saying, and just be brave and get on the ball, work the overloads, and people ahead of the ball, find the pockets of space, get your combinations going, set up the safety, and then run, scrap, fight, make it more difficult for them. No rockets. I watch a lot of TV and that, and people build their situation up a lot more than what. It's just basics. They just needed tidied up. They just needed reminded of where the overloads were. Yeah, we changed the shape a little bit, and it worked for us, and we got back in it, and we're pleased to go through.
Good goal from Josh Hawkes that sort of gave you a little bit of a bit of chance in the tide, didn't it? So and you always kept going to the end. That shows you how much they put into the second half, even though you equalised late.
It was a cracker. It was a cracking finish. It really was, and he's capable of that. He'd be another one. He's been here for a while now. He knows more. He knows better than what we gave in the first half. And he was like chalk and cheese, wasn't he? Second half he goes out and he plays like a Tranmere player. Starts to want to run about, starts to want to press, starts to want to get on the ball, starts to want to be positive, starts to want to drive people around him. And he had a big impact on how we played in the second half.
Big impacts, Matthew up there in goal, and I thought he was excellent in the 90 minutes. Had no chance with both goals that went past him, but then a real hero in the penalty shootout.
He's a good goalkeeper. We got him from non-league on a recommendation. We quickly found out that he was way ahead of. We thought we were bringing him as a number 3 goalkeeper, and he's way ahead of that. The reason why we're seeing, one person we don't have to speak about is our goalkeeper, Ross. He's excellent, But I think he's been good this season because he's been pushed by a really good goalkeeper and coached by a very good goalkeeper coach in Joe Murphy. So we're blessed that we've got good young goalkeepers now who'll push each other. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't surprised that he did that, because I see him every day. I know what he's capable of, and I wasn't even bothered about putting him in tonight. You can never make them happy, but you can make them happier. So I thought I'll give him a run out tonight and let him have a game like I did with other players. We're obviously people like Tom was a wee bit short on match fitness, but that half a game will do him no harm. He's still a wee bit of fitness. Joel and Bongo, again, you can see the qualities that they've got. I mean, we just need to get them fitter. We just need to get them fitter and build on it and build on this evening, and hopefully we can keep moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan had the confidence, as you say, those 45 minutes, and Joel got the important touch there, for the equaliser as well, and that builds that confidence of both of them, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it was, again, good delivery, desire to go on the end of it and go and score an important equaliser for us. It was good to see it going in. I'll be honest, it was good. It was what we needed. And it was great to see the fans celebrating it.
Yeah, I mean, smiles are important at the end of the game. The fans have it, but also the confidence in the dressing room as well. And the lads will take a lot from that tonight and hopefully replicate it on Saturday.
Yeah, well, that's it. You've got to fill the jersey well. I'm the first to say that. I take my responsibility all the time. I speak with you all the time, and I take my responsibility all the time. But you must, as a player, turn up for a game of football ready. I've played football, and never really did I ever know many players or any players that didn't turn up ready for the running battle. You have to win the individual battles. We have to learn that you've got to turn up like that more. I mean, they've seen what they're capable of, but they have to do it from the first whistle, rather than wait to being 2 goals down and get a ball looking at half time and to get themselves going again. They have to learn that you have to arrive at a game of football like this, especially if you play for a club like us.